Please welcome Mr. Oxendine. Hello, how are you, sir?
Barnes and Leslie, good morning. Doing excellent. Excited to be here today with you all.
Jarrod Oxendine, oxlawfirm.com.
Yeah.
That guy, whoever did that, have you ever seen anyone put themselves and their new wife or husband on the check they're going to pay alimony with?
Well, I'm ashamed to admit, I'm wondering if they're talking about my old client. So believe it or not, this is a real story.
Oh.
I had a client. He had to pay alimony to his ex-wife, and he quickly got married to the new girl. And by the way, he was cheating on his wife with this lady. So he gets married to her.
Wow.
He gets new checks made with the background of him and his new wife's wedding photo. And then he writes the alimony checks to his ex-wife. And in the subject line, it says, "I love my new wife."
Oh.
Can you believe that?
No.
What an idiot. I got all over him about that. Now, tongue in cheek, I laughed a little bit, but I was like, dude, she can file for contempt against you and say you're harassing her, because you're not supposed to harass your ex. It's in every divorce decree,
Ever.
no harassing your ex-wife. And of course, I think he stopped shortly thereafter, but he certainly got a lot of enjoyment out of sending those checks to his ex-wife.
I mean, when I looked at it, that may be your people, because it was a wedding picture. It was like them all happy at their, party afterwards.
Mine was a picture of him and his new wife. He was in his tuxedo. She was in her white wedding dress.
Wow.
And they were cheersing with like a glass of champagne.
That's so insensitive.
Yeah, twisting the knife. So I want to ask you a serious question, because sometimes when I'm on the interwebs, which is all the time, and I see people sometimes in a panic mode asking about divorce in some of these groups, and I'll go in and I'll put your link and say, you need to go listen to Jarrod on our show because he has great information. And I want to ask you, for some of those people who might be sitting around right now listening and considering divorce, but they're scared, because you can see it in these posts even that people post. They're scared to take the first step. What would you say to them if someone like that is listening? What would your pep talk be?
Well, Barnes and Leslie would go something like this. So first and foremost, and this is the most important thing, you deserve to be happy. And if you truly think of all the reasons you're hesitating, you'll see that they are all rooted in fear. And Barnes and Leslie, what's the best way to get past the fear? You have to confront it. And that's why we exactly still offer free consultations. Many firms charge for that initial consult, but we give you no excuse. It's free. It's just an educational visit to let you know what divorce would look like. There's no commitment, just an opportunity to explore your options while receiving real expert advice, not just what you read online or what your friends and family say. So what's stopping you? Don't let fear ruin your future. Give us a call and let's start your journey to life after divorce. I promise you won't regret it. How about that?
Because at Oxendine Law, you play to what, Jarrod?
We play to win.
That's
and
right.
We want you to gain control of your life and your independence. Our theme, our motto for 2025 is Thrive in 2025. So we certainly want to help you do that.
Barnes, I say this all the time. Jarrod, you're like a motivational speaker. It's like we're talking to Tony Robbins or something. So when you've had these pep talks and you give this free, the initial free consultation, have there been any success stories that have come from one of these talks?
Yeah, one of my favorite ones is I represented the wife in a case, and she was made to be a stay-at-home mom. She wanted to work. She wanted to have her independent career, but the husband insisted that she stay home, take care of the kids, cook, clean, do the laundry. And so he was very controlling, and she finally was tired of it. But she came into my office, and she was scared. She was scared of the unknown. She was scared about being out and getting a job and providing for her own future. So I gave her the pep talk. Long story short, fast forward, she gets divorced. She starts her own business, and she starts kicking butt. 3 years down the road, she's actually making more money than her ex-husband is making. Ooh. And we know he's upset about it because he actually tried to come in, this idiot tried to come in after the divorce, after she became successful, started her business, and asked her for alimony. He filed a modification case for alimony, asking her to pay him. So I love that story. Of course, he got no alimony, but good for her. That is one of the best success stories that I've got from just building somebody up, telling them, forget this fear, take control of your life, be independent, and she is kicking butt.
Seriously.
So many of these stories that I hear like that one, where someone is too scared to step up. They're worried about, I guess, like what you said, fear of the unknown.
It's fear.
But what a great swing that is. So many people, what is it? They get married and then immediately, after all the bells and whistles and everything is great, it turns into a freak show.
Trying to control somebody.
Right. Like things you didn't know were going to happen.
Yeah, and there's a lot of reasons that cause that. People get jealous. People aren't happy for whatever reason. Some people just get a kick out of controlling somebody. I mean, I see cases where, the husband or the wife will control how often you can see your friends and, hey, what time you're going to be home. And if you're not home on that dot, you start just getting harassed with text messages and phone calls. Where are you? When are you going to be home? And so it just spirals out of control. If you're in one of those types of relationship, it can be fixed, but both parties have to make a conscious effort to try and get that fixed. And I send people to counseling all the time to see if you can work through those issues. But if you can, I mean, that's a legitimate reason to want to get out. And if you want out, you can get out.
Yeah, don't get trapped. That's the worst. And just so you know, and Crash isn't in the room right now, but I took your website and I printed it out and I put it on his visor. So it's on his sun visor, just in case the sun gets too bright. I just want to keep him in case he ever walks down the aisle again. Jarrod, always a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
That poor guy. He's got more experience than I do. Bless his heart. Y'all take care.
Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
If divorce is on your mind, oxlawfirm.com.
Hey there. I'm Paula Pant, host of the Afford Anything podcast. I help people make the smartest money decisions possible.
You should not do the 401k loan.
Reason number 4,872. Are we heading for a recession?
You'd be shocked.
Dumping it into the house?
Invest in flipping houses.
Mathematically the better option.
Paula Pant's really keeping us in business.
Because face it, money's too important to wing it. Review your budget.
Take the reins.
Sharpen your skills.
Do the things.
Start a side hustle
that will affect your life.
Right. Afford Anything. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.